We're on the north exterior side of the garage. This is the electric meter. It's coming in below grade. Now usually we have a sleeve on this piping so that when the structure moves and the ground moves, because it will, we're in North Texas, it won't create a lot of stress right here and break loose from the cabinet. I don't know that it's a requirement, but it's been on every new house I've seen in the last 2 years. This is the newest house I've seen that has not had that sleeve. So I'm looking for consistencies and abnormalities. Coming along here, we have, I saw it, it's here. There's our grounding rod, and it's properly buried, and we have a UFER bond in the wall inside the garage on the other side of this wall. This is the garage north wall. And even though the UFER's there, and I know it, it's not labeled here. It's not labeled here. And speaking of labeling, see where that says square D? That's printing. See where it says dryer? That's handwriting. It's not supposed to be handwritten. It's supposed to be printed, like load center or danger or square D. It's not supposed to be handwritten like sub panel, which is really a second panel, but let's not dwell on that. AC1 and AC2, 20 amps and 40 amps. How about that? So it's looking good. You know, the ACs are oven 40, dryer 30. That's supposed to be GFCI. Let's go back to this thing. Folders. The closed dryer is not GFCI protected. So our closed dryer is not GFCI protected. We've got handwriting. It'd be nice if they had this sleeve on there. I don't know if that's... Our bonding location is not labeled. So we move on along on the other side of the garage east interior wall to the second panel, sub panel. There's our UFER. They spelt it right. How about that? It's in the wall. It only had one screw. It only had one screw. And there's our bonding. And so this is going to be a PEX plumbing system. So that's going to be the bonding for our water. And probably our gas. No, not for our gas. So it's going to be the bonding for our water. It's good that it's there. It's good that it's labeled. But it wasn't labeled inside of the pan. Oh, well, we have it over here. UFER located in your garage exterior wall. You know what? That's a hard call. It should be in the other box. It's a hard call. You know, you'd think the electrician would open up both of them, but if they're in here just looking for the bonding, it's a hard call. There's our energy notice. Now, this cabinet has been recalled by Square D. A lot of home inspectors get upset about that. Oh no, it's been recalled, and it has been recalled. But this green notice right here, and this green notice right here, all right? So this has been retorqued. The problem was that in the factory, a lot of these connections weren't made properly. And so they had a recall. They couldn't get all the panels recalled. They couldn't replace all the panels in time. They isolated what the problem was. And you see that little green sticker, that is an approved modification to the cabinet so that this model, this cabinet, is no longer recalled and the manufacturer deems that it's safe. So if the homeowner inspector comes in and says, oh no, you got one of these, well, yeah, you do. You do. You have one of those. But you also have one of those. So there's that. What else have we got? Shouldn't have debris in the cabinet. Shouldn't have more than 1/8 of an inch gap. Okay? Shouldn't have more than 1/8 of an inch gap between the cabinet and the wall. See, the cabinet fits on this. And then the cabinet cover is supposed to fit on top of that. And then you get this gap like that, and the cabinet cover's on. Then if this box melts down, there's nothing to keep the fire from running through. Oh, bud, that's new construction. Give us a break. Yeah, I know, I get it. It's new construction. You should have a break. You know what? The kid that installed the stereo on the dash in my car, okay, it looks like it was made. It looks like it was made in the dash. And I know if a 17-year-old kid has more on his mind about Friday night, what he's going to do with his buds, or maybe even his girlfriend, you know, I know he's got a lot on his mind than a 35-year-old drywall installer or a 35-year-old electrician. I know that kid's got more on their minds, and that stereo looks like it was made for my car. That little, you know, I didn't want to, I was afraid about the license plate, but you don't have one. That little car right there, Hawk Electronics, 16-year-old kid. Doesn't look anything like this new construction, gotta say. And it's handwritten. It's handwritten again, okay? So what do we learn? We learned that this cabinet is no longer recalled. We got questions about whether the UFER was labeled. We learned that we got a gap too large in the cabinet. We learned that we're missing 3 screws over there. And we learned that we've got handwriting, not printing. Handwriting, not printing. Now this home is occupied, so we're only inspecting for the locations of GFCI and AFCI, and we don't have GFCI in the laundry. Only for the location in an occupied house.